Welcome you all. Today we will discuss about the last part of the third unit, where we have already discussed about the sag and sag at the multiple level, equal level, and with ice and wind formation. Everything we have discussed in the earlier video class lectures. So now we will discuss about the corona, and this is the corona pandemic period. This corona is related with our transmission line, and here the main thing is whenever you apply certain amount of potential across the two conductors between the some spacing, there is no apparent change you can visualize. But whereas when you increase the voltage to some extent, and we will call that voltage as critical descriptive voltage, so up to that particular level, if you increase that voltage, and you can realize the faint violet yellow glowing nature, which we will call it as corona, right? Simple thing is, when the conductor கிட்ட alternating current potential voltage apply பண்ணீங்கன்னா எந்த difference உங்களால find out பண்ண முடியாது. In between air medium இருக்கும்போது எதையுமே find out பண்ண முடியாது. But when you increase the voltage to some extent, and that voltage we will call it as critical descriptive voltage. When you cross beyond the descriptive voltage, you can realize the faint violent glowing nature around the conductor, and that nature will be called as corona. The phenomenon of corona is accompanied by, first thing is hissing noise. Hope some of you or most of you have realized this while passing very closer to the high voltage transmission line, and this hissing noise you can realize particularly on a rainy season. During the night period you can easily realize this hissing sound. And production of ozone is another contribution, and power loss is another disadvantage of this corona, and radio interferences. These four parameters are the phenomenon of corona. The higher the voltage rise, so if you increase the voltage to higher magnitude, the larger and higher the illumination envelopes becomes, right? For example, I will show you the image of a corona image pictures. So here you can see the transmission line. The transmission line itself surrounded by some faint violet glowing nature, and the jumper conductors, everything will be in a glowing nature. And suppose the air medium is with high moisture, this glowing nature will be very bright. And now we are going to discuss about this corona effect, right? Yes, this one, corona effect. When you increase the voltage, your illuminance envelope becomes higher, and greater the sound, that is hissing sound, becomes more, and power loss and radio noise, everything will be high. If the applied voltage is increased to breakdown value means your medium between the both the conductors going to break down, that is the insulation capacity will be lost. A flashover will happen between the two conductors due to the breakdown of air insulation. So if you increase such a amount of high voltage, if the conductors are polished and smooth, the corona glow will be uniform around the length of the conductors. Otherwise the rough point will be appear brighter. That means, so you can understand here, if your conductor is circular in nature, you will get a very brighter glowing nature around this. Suppose your conductors are made up of so many subconductors, that means your surface of the conductor may not be very uniform. So you can imagine this type of conductors. Now in this case you will realize the sparks of the corona. So around this conductors you can realize the sparks, and that is another phenomena you need to keep in your mind. right? And corona glow will uniform throughout the length of the conductor, otherwise the rough points will appear brighter. With the DC voltages, there is a difference in the appearance of two wires. The positive wire has a uniform glow about it, while the negative conductor has spotty glows. So this will happen on the DC also, DC high voltage, but that is the two in a positive wire, and negative conductor has a spotty glows. Wherever in a very rough surface alone will there be a glowing nature, right? So here, and why this corona formation has happened? There are some ionization is always present in the air due to the cosmic rays. So cosmic rays comes from the universe. So universe andathilirundu varradhu cosmic rays. So ultraviolet radiations and radioactivity. Therefore, under normal condition, the air around the conductor contains some ionized particles. There are some ionized particles and neutral molecules. When a high voltage potential is applied between the conductors, the potential gradient is set up in the air, which will have a maximum value at the conductor surface. Your potential gradient will be very maximum at the conductor surface, and if you consider both the cases, nearby both the conductor, your potential gradient is maximum. Under the influence of potential gradient, the existing free electron acquires greater velocity. That means electrons nearby this part will get a maximum velocity because of this potential gradient. Under the influence of the potential gradient, the existing free electrons acquire greater velocity. The greater the applied voltage, the greater the potential gradient, and more is the velocity of free electrons. So you need to understand here, when you increase the applied voltage, your potential gradient will increase, and thereby your free electrons will increase. That's why we are telling that your corona is also increasing, right? When the potential gradient at this conductor surface reaches about 30 kilovolt per centimeter, so you consider this as a maximum value, the velocity acquired by the free electron is sufficient to strike a neutral molecule with enough force to discharge one or more electrons from it. So this is the marginal voltage required to discharge one or more electron from it. This produces another ion and one or more free electrons, which in turn are accelerated until they collide with other neutral molecules, thus producing the ions, that is nothing but your ozones. And thus the process of ionization is cumulative. The result of this ionization is that either corona is formed or spark take place between the conductors. So now what are all the factors affecting the corona? First thing is atmosphere. The air surrounding the conductor, and that is nothing but atmosphere, is affected by the physical state of the atmosphere. In a stormy weather, that is in a rainy season, and the number of ions is more than normal, and such corona occurs at much less voltage compared to fair weather, right? And conductor size. The corona effects depends upon the shape and condition of the conductor, as we already discussed. If the conductor is rough and irregular, surface will give rise to more corona because of unevenness of the surface, and decreases the value of breakdown voltage. Thus the stranded conductor has irregular surface and hence gives the rise to more corona than the solid conductors. So in the factors affecting the corona, first one is your atmosphere, that is stormy weather condition will provide more possibility for the corona. Second, the uneven irregular surface of the conductor will provide more possibility of the corona. And in the third, spacing between the conductor. If the spacing between the conductor is very large compared to the diameter of the conductor, that means the diameter of the conductor is very small. You imagine the distance between these two conductors is very large, then the corona possibility will be very less, because the electrostatic stress is very less. That is, your potential gradient is very less, and electrostatic stress is less, and that's why which will reduce the corona formation. And next is line voltage. As I told, with respect to the line voltage, when you decrease the line voltage, there won't be any corona creation, right? So the line voltage is a major criteria for the corona. If it is low, there won't be anything. However, if the line voltage has such a value that electrostatic stress developed at the conductor surface make the air around the conductor conducting, then the corona is formed, right? So very simple. If these are the conductor and the potential applied across this conductor, you imagine a sinusoidal voltage across these conductors. If the air surrounded by this conductor gets ionized by this potential at particular level, and the same time the air surrounds by this return conductor is also ionized. Now the ionization is a starting point for the corona, right? And that voltage we will call it as descriptive voltages, right? And these are the 4 factors affecting the corona. One is atmosphere, second is conductor size, third is spacing between the conductor, and fourth is the line voltage. Now, in addition to this details, we need to discuss few of the parameters related with corona, right? And first parameter is critical descriptive voltage, where when you start this discussion, start the discussion critical descriptive voltage I told, and that is the first parameter. How you define this critical descriptive parameter? It is the minimum phase to neutral voltage at which corona occurs, right? And consider 2 conductors of radius r centimeter and spaced d centimeter apart. If V is the phase to neutral potential, then the potential gradient at the conductor surface G is equivalent to V divided by R log of Ed by R. And this expression we will define in the grading in the later chapter. Anyway, you understand the G grading is equivalent to potential grading is equivalent to V divided by R into log of D by R. In order that corona is formed, the value of G must be equal to the breakdown strength of the air. The G must be equal to breakdown strength of the air, which is another important thing. The breakdown strength of the air is air at mercury pressure, that is 76 centimeter pressure, and the temperature, atmospheric temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, is 30 kilovolt per centimeter. So per centimeter area, if you apply more than 30 kilovolt, and which makes the ionization, which creates ionization, and R is equal to 21.2 kilovolt per centimeter RMS, and this is the maximum quantity and this is the RMS quantity, and denoted by 2. If Vc is the phase to neutral potential required under this condition, then G naught is equal to Vc divided by R into log of D by R. G naught is the breakdown strength of the air at mercury, 76 centimeter of mercury and 25 degrees Celsius, which is equivalent to 30 kilovolt per centimeter. Now the critical descriptive voltage Vc is equivalent to this 30 kilovolt per centimeter into R into log of Ed by R is the critical descriptive voltage. The above expression for disruptive voltage, which makes the destruction voltage, is under the standard condition. However, if these conditions vary, the air density also changes. Thus altering the value of G naught. The G naught is nothing but a critical breakdown strength of the air or something. The value of G naught is directly proportional to the air density, and your density of air is equal to density factor 3. These are the already derived mathematical expressions. you don't worry about this.